Hi, parents. Mr. Austin calling. Hey, I hope things are going well for you guys, and you're getting ready back for the winter barrage coming this afternoon. Just wanted to let you know a couple different things. We've started the fourth quarter. Excited about that. The message I've been telling the students is that this is an important quarter for them, that the way they end fourth quarter this year is the way they're going to start their 10th grade year. So trying to make sure that we end on a really positive note. During our fourth quarter, we're going to be doing dissections. We're actually starting our dissections next week. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be dissecting the squid. And every 2 weeks after that, we're going to be doing more dissections. The kids will be doing a total of 4 different dissections. They'll start with the squid, then they'll be doing 2 different dissections on a variety of different animals. It'll actually be about 7 or 8 different animals. Things like, what do we have? We've got a starfish, a crab, a lamprey, a clam. There's a rat, pigeon, bird, snake, frog. So there's lots of different things that kids are going to be dissecting. They're going to become experts on one body system during this process, and they're going to be creating some PowerPoints that they're going to be using to help teach other students about that body system for that animal. It's a big, complicated process. I'll be sending more out about it a little bit later on. One of the things I was asking for in this process is that I'm wondering if families might be interested and willing to help donate gloves for dissections. One of the things is that this is a kind of an expense that unfortunately I don't have the money to pay for right now. In the past years, I've been asking for parents to help donate gloves for students to use dissections with. There's a lot with 4 different dissections, and I have about 90 different students. There's a lot of gloves that we're going to be using during the course of these dissections. And so if you could please be willing to donate a box of non-latex or vinyl gloves, that would be great. Ideally, sizes of medium and larges are awesome, but we'll take smalls if you got them, and extra larges as well. We'll make them work. So I really do appreciate any gloves that you might be willing to donate into this process for the students to be able to use during the dissections. The dissections, so like I said, we'll start with the squid. We'll do 2 others in the middle, and then we'll also end with the pig. All students will be dissecting these things. Now, one of the things is this too, in this process of doing dissections, I know that not all students are interested in doing dissections. We've been doing dissections for a very long time. I've been teaching here for 17 years. I get that not every kid wants to do dissections. The great part about how we do the dissections is that they don't have to. There'll be a couple kids in the groups who want to be able to do the cutting and the holding and things like that. Great. And there's other kids who might not want to do any of those things. That's awesome as well. But we do ask that the students are learning in this process, that the reason why we do the dissections is to learn some things. And we're going to ask that they still do the learning part of the process. They just don't have to do any of the cutting and the holding and things like that. We'll have kids who will want to do those things and make sure that we'll get them paired together and things like that. I also just want to remind you of, or let you know about, the second semester final, which will be coming up. It's actually a pig dissection practical test. This is something that all of the 9th grade biology teachers and all the 9th grade students will be doing all at the same time. We are all dissecting the pig at the same time, and we're actually roughly doing all of our dissections right around the same times as well. So what it's going to look like is the week that we do the dissections of the pig, which will be the first full week of June. I think it's June 3rd through the 8th that week. We will be dissecting the pig. It'll take 2 days, 2 class periods for us to dissect it. The kids in that process will be making then their own study guides to use, to study with, for the dissection test. The dissection test will look like my classroom will be set up in a very different way. It'll be set up actually in a big O. There'll be 30 tables with a pig at each table. Inside of each pig, we'll have 2 pins, 1 red pin, 1 black pin. And there'll be a set of questions that go with the red pin and the black pin. The 2 questions will be, what is the pinned structure? And the second question will be, what is the function of the pinned structure? It's a timed test, 1 minute at each station. And they get to move forward then as they go around the room and answer the questions. We've been doing this now for about 4 years, and it's worked very well. 1 minute is plenty of time to answer the 2 questions that they're presented with. And the test will be over in about 35 minutes or so, with 5 seconds between moving to each pig. It's a multiple choice test. It'll be done through the Scantron that we do here. And the thing I've been telling the kids is this, is that if you get the first question wrong of the identification of the organ, you're also probably going to get the second question wrong as far as what is the function of the organ. So if you misidentify what organ the pin is in, we also have the same answers for the functions. So if you think that the pin is in the heart and it's really in the lungs, you're going to see the function for the lungs and probably pick that then. So it's going to be important for the kids to be paying attention and be creating a really good study guide when they're doing the dissections, which we'll be talking all about when that time comes. There are also currently resources inside of Canvas at the very bottom of second semester. It's called Pig Dissection. There's tons of information in there. There's pictures, there's Quizlets, there's things in there for the kids to already be able to study, and if they want to start looking at stuff, they certainly can. There's nothing that's stopping them. So I just want to let you know about those things as far as what's going on with the dissections. Very excited about this stuff. The kids love the dissections. It's one of the things that I like that we save until the end of the year. Keep kids excited and motivated to keep going and things like that. So if you have any concerns or questions about the dissections, please feel free to email me. I'm more than happy to talk with you about any of these things that we have. And again, please, thank you very much for willing to donate any gloves, vinyl gloves, for us to be able to use during the dissections for the students to be able to use. The places that we order the animals from, the major component now is actually water. In most of them, there's something like 97% water. The active chemicals is a very small percentage now. It's very safe to be able to do the dissections. And so back when I was growing up in high school, there was still a lot of formaldehyde being used, which we know is a carcinogen. So the animals that we're getting are primarily going to be stored in water with very little, and they don't use formaldehyde anymore. It's a derivative of that, but it's not toxic and it's not cancerous. So just so you are aware of things, and I want to make sure that you understand those things. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to call, email. I'll be more than happy to sit down and talk with you about these things. Thank you very much. I look forward to a great fourth quarter with everybody, and looking forward to an awesome dissection unit. Thanks a lot. Take care. Hopefully you don't have to do a lot of shoveling over the next 2 days. All right, take care. Bye.